Nerd Soul.
Lay ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, another wonderful episode of That's Right, Anime-ish. We chilling, man. We got a whole bunch of folks here. We got some stuff to talk about, and I'm gonna give it over to first. All right, the the Mark Dubious one, if you will.
Oh, I'll take it. I love it. What up, y'all? This is Mark Dub, half man, part amazing, spicy like that Creole, not that Cajun. Man, today is a good Thursday. Good Thursday.
Yeah, it's good. I ain't gonna front. It's really good, and I'm gonna throw it over. All right, to the other half of the dynamic duo at the top. I give to you, Keith Cooper. What's up?
What's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody who's listening at www.blurs.com and all the platforms you find our podcast at. And shout out to Mark Dub for the fresh cut. He's in the other room at the Blurtish headquarters in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Ooh.
You know, he's in the other room, so so we won't cross the streams. I went into the other room. I don't know if that helps, but here to talk some anime.
I think it does.
Yeah, y'all good. So, I'm gonna throw it over to the one and only Kunoichi of the year. You've seen her at such places like conventions. You've seen her at such places like straight up Hokage meetings in the basements where ain't nothing but military folks around. You've seen her, all right, in the middle of ninja wars. But now we have her right here on the Anime-ish podcast. I give to you Ninja Sama Cosplay. What is up? How you doing? Tell the people how you living.
Good morning, good evening, good night. It's Ninja Sama Cosplay. Good to be here, as always. Nice to hear, see all of the things.
That's right. And I'm gonna give it to the ninja first. All right. I'm gonna give it over to her first. Here's why. I want to give a shout out to someone who we don't normally shout out, which is my man Goku. Here's why. Because as I look at the landscape of battles and fights between Quincy's and Soul Reapers, I realized that Goku has a point and a method to his madness. Because see, if the Soul Reapers would be training like Goku trains, we wouldn't have a problem right now. But why every time I see Soul Reapers, they always getting washed up? Why y'all always getting washed up, man? Why every time I turn around, I don't like it. Y'all supposed to be all that, right? Y'all supposed to have captains and lieutenants and stuff. Every time I turn around, y'all struggling with somebody. Like y'all supposed to be the baddest. If y'all getting whooped up, who gonna help us? See, it's because you ain't training. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen all of the original series, but for what I have seen, I don't never see no training arcs. I don't see, what is it, Kenpachi or something doing push-ups in the gravity or something. I don't see nobody doing jumping jacks or crawling under the barbed wire and nothing. I don't see nobody doing no training.
Flag on the play.
Oh, it's a flag on the play?
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Yeah, blow the whistle, run out on the field, stop. we gotta go review the footage.
Blow that annoying whistle.
First of all, you came out the gate sideways to begin with the Goku analogy, but I don't have time to go through all that right now. We're just gonna attack your point here
Blow the
that
whistle.
you don't see no training. I mean, Ichigo trains all the time. He trains with Yorichi.
I'm talking about the other Reapers,
talking about
not
Soul
Ichigo.
Reapers?
Yeah, I'm talking about Soul Reapers in general.
Just in this arc, part 1, we saw Kenpachi go toe to toe with old girl Unohara to the death. That was a training arc. that was literally training. So he could be stronger.
I don't consider that training.
That is literally a training. Granted, I actually like that it's not a whole arc, but you do.
Oh no!
See that it's happening, and then you do see that he gets stronger from it. Doggy boy rips out his heart so that he could become stronger. So I don't want to hear about no nap in no chamber being compared to ripping your heart out so you could reach your full potential.
Thank you.
So you can't. Reapers are not trying to do what they can when they do. You just don't necessarily see a whole big giant waste of time about it because they're busy doing filler arcs, but neither here nor there. They still train, is my point. They still train in their own ways. And I also like that pretty much everyone has to individually train in a specific way to kind of get what they need to do instead of like, just going nap.
Now, Mike, I might agree. This is the statement I might agree with more. Instead of saying they don't train, despite their training, they still get washed up. That's probably more accurate.
Man, look, I turn on the episode. Soul Reaper's just looking bad, man. They ain't having me, man. I ain't feeling good. Then I'm watching the original series kind of concurrently, man. Like
they get washed up all the time. I told you.
And like now, Kenpachi got nice. All right, Kenpachi got nice. He got nice with the dude with the weird looking like moon shaped sword. He got nice with him. Because he was like, I can really let loose because I can cut through your skin. Cool. But everybody else out there, they just like, they ain't looking like they want to win, man.
Like
I want to see the eye of the tiger.
Soul Reapers and the no-name Demon Slavers, what they do, get washed up, man. Like red shirts.
Man, it's not. It's
Mike
not good.
just know he love himself a training art. I
want to see them get stronger, man. I want to see because
they still lose. It don't matter. We're not gonna waste time on all that damn training. This is not an exercise video. They just get beat by higher beings.
But maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need that like Rocky IV training sequence.
No,
so
we
can like get stronger.
Nah, I'm good.
We straight, bro.
Oh, so y'all don't want to hear?
No.
You know what I'm saying? No power ballads. Hearts on fire.
No. We have enough filler
running up the mountain.
We do not want to go back to Bleach filler. I promise you. I remember that. Come on,
Bleach
man.
filler is cool because I could just skip it. I just go to the website. I'm like, all right, cool. Skip.
I know the training arcs are filler to me, for the most part. Unless you go do something.
Yeah, I'm typically not a big training arc fan.
It's cool
either.
For 1 or 2 episodes. If you're gonna get something,
I just need them to get what they need, so we can get to the next actual fight, so we can see what happened with the training.
5 episodes of somebody crawling in high gravity. We did that. We did enough. Let them have.
That's crawling in high gravity.
They have that. That's theirs. That's that anime over there. That's their thing. We don't need that in nobody else's anime.
Nah, I'm gonna just tell you like this. Y'all might be talking about crawling in gravity and taking naps, but I know 2 people that would not have had it. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have had it. All right? 2 people would have been like, "These Quincy's gotta go, and they got to go today." All right. One wears a lounge shirt that says "Bad Man" on the back, and the other one, he don't even need no shirt.
Oh, you know where's a bad man? The dude from Rurouni Kenshin. He wears bad on his shirt all the time. So yeah, good job.
Ain't nobody think about it. But I'm looking because I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, what y'all doing? Why y'all getting beat like this? Like, y'all making me look bad. Y'all I'm out here like, yo, the Soul Reapers got this, yo. Like, because in the last episode, they was like, oh, look, we got the big lights and stuff coming down from the sea. Oh, we gonna be all that. And I'm like, watch.
May I ask you a question? How far in the first Bleach have you? What arc have you landed on so far?
I'm on like episode 206 or 209, something like that.
Like, what's the current big fight?
Right now, Kenpachi just finished fighting the tall skinny dude. You got Mayority. He just defeated the guy. I'm trying to remember his name, but he just beat the guy with all the poisons. So he beat him.
So he's cold. Him, Kenpachi.
Because he's basically Hannibal Lecter. So
Rukia's brother. Then you got, sometimes Chad and Udari. And then, you pretty much got the principal character. They got a lot of characters, bro. Everybody can't be cold, bro. Somebody got to lose, man.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like how Rukia's brother took out the real brother. But I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess, that is what that is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got but so many brothers in the show, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but
I let it.
He went out like a sucker, man.
He
was cold till he was.
He thought it was sweet. He thought it was sweet. He got taken out. But I'll give this episode one thing. Bleach came through with that kind of like kaiju large Power Ranger, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling that. I was feeling the design of it. I was feeling the setup of it. It did feel hand wavy, but I did like it. It was like, don't worry about how this works. Just it works. Don't ask no questions.
I'm gonna binge a good bulk of this season, so I'm still a little behind on this. But I know how Bleach work, man. It always comes down to Ichigo being the man. So I know what is gonna happen. And what you're saying is not a surprise to me this season.
Well, see, I know Ichigo gonna do something sweet because he been gone so long. So like, we ain't seen Ichigo for like what 2-3 episodes now. You know when he come back, he about to be mad sweet.
That's how Bleach flow. He go off and he do the training, the hard training. They'll die. They have some episodes where they look inward and they say like, "Oh, we gotta get better," blah blah blah. Then they get beat. Then a couple of them get beat up. Then Ichigo come back with that one black sword and block something, and then he start fighting.
Oh snap! No, he didn't say and block something.
Are you describing Bleach or is that Dragon Ball Z?
It's all of them are very similar.
They grew up in the same, they were.
All of them are very similar. It's a very similar thing. But
like, gee whiz.
It's just that Ichigo does it with a little more. Flair, maybe.
Is it Ichigo? Is it Ichigoku?
Ooh. Uh-oh.
The haters don't like that.
No,
them haters ain't gonna like that.
I deny that. Whatever weird fusion that you just insinuated. Those protagonists are not the same.
Ichigoku? Nah. Oh man.
Not at all.
Ichigo, first of all, is a lot cooler, man. So
no.
Like
I really just wanted to ruffle Coop's feathers.
I don't really. It don't bother me, but that's the first time I've heard this.
Mission accomplished.
Ichigoku, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at
that. Let that die.
Blouses.
Oh, randomly before I leave Bleach alone, randomly Nell like turned into a straight full adult and then went back to a kid, and we ain't supposed to say nothing about it. We just supposed to let that go. But I guess don't ask no questions because it's anime.
Yeah, don't think about that one too hard.
Yeah, man.
I was like, well, how does this work?
Easy.
Like,
one word. Plot. And for cosplayers. So there you go.
Plot magic.
Yep. Plot magic.
It's like,
end of story.
Ichigo's the only person here. He need help. Oh, she's a full strong adult, and she used to be in a spotter. Oh, really? How did that happen? Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about all that. All
hey
right?
man, you like the Fast and Furious? That's literally how they make the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, but what did I tell you? Another thing I like. You got to follow your rules, dog. See, Fast and Furious came out the gate like, yo, we wildin'. See,
what superheroes came out the gate.
But if you watch all the movies again, you slowly see how it gets here. You know what I'm saying?
I see it.
It makes sense.
Mike, the name Fast is in the title. There's nothing slowly happening in this movie.
Exactly, but I mean, Bleach literally is about an army of reapers, who fight in the afterworld.
Man, an army full of privates in the infantry or something. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. I ain't gonna dog them out because I'm gonna talk about a show that I had a ball with this week. All right, I had an absolute ball. I love this show. It gets better and better with every episode. I give to you, all right, the mega stars of Zom100, y'all. Zom100 put it together. This show, the comedy and like the danger is always on point.
A show with plot that makes sense. Now back to what you said.
I mean, it doesn't really make sense.
I wouldn't say it makes sense.
It doesn't really make sense, but it's fun to watch.
I was about to say, come on, Coop.
I'm just saying,
I think that's what's good about it is that it is senseless.
Yes.
It is a zombie show that is senseless at times.
Right.
Where there's times they should be taking stuff seriously and it's like, nah.
They just like, nope.
Make a joke out of it.
Let's get that TV.
Bro, when they found out that those girls were flight attendants,
Bruh, that was the
that was too
absolute
good.
pinnacle.
Bruh,
I
it
was
like,
waiting on this to be animated. I read it.
I could have
I
heard
could not
the
wait.
Isley brothers playing.
Bruh,
Wow.
they faces.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, man, it was too
They
good.
were so happy.
Boom, 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 boom.
I mean, they should
They
have been
were
happy.
so happy.
So happy. And I'm just like, I'm just here for the ride with these two dummies, man.
Also, how specific on at the time 33, not 100 things on your bucket list? How specific do you have to be to wine and dine a flight attendant?
Yeah, I was like,
Specifically.
Very specific.
I was like, okay.
I don't know why, but sure.
They were like, wait a minute. Are we technically whining and dining? They're like, yes, we are.
I can.
And the eyes did the like magic anime light up thing, and it brought joy to my heart. Y'all have converted me. This brings me joy.
Just the fact of how it starts, like this show brings me up. It touches every last emotion, from humor to spin. You know, I know it's horror comedy, and then when the reality of some things set in, just beautiful. Like, well done, man. I couldn't have. There's very few shows that can give me 30 minutes of an anime that I would rank that as an award. Like, I love that episode that much.
Man, yo, and the episode turned left mad fast. Like, we already know, like, hey, they getting their Mac on. And matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna give a little advice to all my Akiras out there. Look, I know, what is it, Kencho? I know Kencho's your boy. You know what I'm saying? But Kencho got his own way, man. You ain't gotta be like Kencho. You see an old girl came in there just rubbing your back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just, you know what I'm saying, you just need that just calm moment with a lady rubbing your back. You know
or how about this?
Just do your own. You ain't gotta have all the abs all with the shirt open. You know what I'm saying? Do it your way, brother.
So how about this? If you're nervous, don't get liquid courage when you ain't build up some natural resistance.
Don't snort tequila.
I don't know if that was a translation.
I was like, can you do that?
I don't think you probably can.
What? But I was like, snorting? That's what we're doing these days? That's what the kids are doing?
You gonna choke yourself? I mean, you
snorted a whole bottle.
I mean, that whole bottle.
I'm thinking about ways to crystallize it so that you can then pulverize it. Yeah, okay, too much.
Nah.
Yes.
Oh man, I was like, can you do that? I was like, I mean, I guess I don't know. I was like, I mean, I guess I'm not gonna ask about the science right now. But
I think I'm gonna just go and dig. That's some weird translation. Maybe he got nervous and he just blurted it out.
I think it's supposed to be like a translation for like chugging or take it to the head or something like that, and they just went with snort.
Also, I do love the scene of the motorcycle, like the explosion and everything. I was like,
bro.
I was like, this is too awesome.
If him playing chicken with the messed up driver, he's like, Kencho, like, are you about to do this?
I was like, how is there someone still driving? It's been like weeks, right? I'm like,
first of all, how is there a fireman shooting fire?
Yeah,
like, wait a minute, what?
I was like, this is almost too perfect for the anime. You got a dude with fire, and then a literal whole tanker full of petrol. And then I like how he stops. He put the goggles down slow, like, yeah.
He was still eating.
Like, how
he's been eating the same thing for like weeks, probably.
I mean, maybe he just got turned. I don't know, but
true.
I guess we don't have
turned recently.
It's so convenient, and it makes these situations so much better.
Man,
it's like Resident Evil, but fun.
Yeah, but I will have to ding our main cast of Akira and Kencho. See, y'all don't know the rules of zombie apocalypse life. Whenever you meet a new group of people, full body scans. All right, full body scans. I don't care.
I mean, to be
fair,
know you. Kencho was full body scanning.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was scanning. He was scanning real good. He was scanning to a T.
It take him no time, but I
Man,
I hate
see,
that old dude so much. Oh my god, I don't even know his name.
everybody trying to have a
Name.
good time. Yo, bruh, look, we can all have a good time. We in here, we in, I don't know, in,
You knew you
Tokyo
got bit
Target. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know you got bit. Why you up in here not saying
up
nothing?
here. It's over. It's over for you. Take your
Yeah,
ass outside and go
thank
die.
you. I ain't going, it's over, it's over.
Quit ruining the Cure's good time, man.
Yeah, we could have been up in here living. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I know it's a family show, but I'm just saying we could have been up in here living. All right.
Man, they was
But you
eating
messing
good. They was
things up.
drinking good. They was eating good and drinking good.
Yeah, everybody
They
was having
had
a good
Jim
time.
Bean, some Jack and Coke,
Man,
other stuff.
he was a
And
full
speaking of
Yeah,
player
which,
on that.
Jim Bean is that's that transformational fluid, boy.
oh man. Side note,
One transmission fluid, that's
we
transformational fluid.
at
Jim
one of
Bean
the
make
hip
you fight, boy.
at one of the hip hop shows, and Mark know.
Yes.
Yeah, this was when Marcel was still there. We all had cups of Jim Beam. We got lit. Everybody just got ignorantly lit. Like I don't know why we had that much Jim Beam. I guess I think Mike only had like Jim Beam to pass out. So Jim Beam don't take long. It act quick. It do not. Jim Beam kicks your ass
hit
a
the
little bit.
hit the bloodstream and go crazy.
Messing
Like,
up all the lyrics. But anyway, back to the show.
But yeah, the way we got the turn, man, when old girl was laid back, I was like, oh no, they ain't gonna do it like this, man. Yo, this show, I was not ready for what y'all was about to do.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they are wilding.
Yo, Shorty was they ain't what she wanted. That she didn't want that style. I mean, nah, that. But then, of course, she turns, she going crazy. But shouts to Kencho, he's quick on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Even though he kind of sacrificed his girl, but I mean, she wasn't really his girl. He kind of just met her. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess you kind of like let that slide a little bit.
My thing is reading it and then watching it. It's just funny how you think that like, oh, they're gonna attack Kencho, then they just like eat their friend's face off. Like like why do you jump? Like what is this?
Yo, he dodged that joint quick. He was like slick. He was like, no, not me.
Look, man.
He was like, yo, girl, you out. I ain't even going like that. Nah, I don't play.
Yeah, Kencho like, man, look, I'm trying to survive the game, man.
Everybody know, I guess in some zombie movies, if you get bit on the leg, you gotta cut your leg off. Not that they probably matter, but sometimes they stop it.
Sometimes, yeah, it depends on the movie, like or the show. Depending on the movie or the show, if you say if you got bit within the last say like 5 or 10 seconds, if you cut your arm off like real quick, you can make it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what was that in Walking Dead? Was that the rule?
Maybe. I know I've seen it in a movie before. Either like Army of the Dead or like Shaun of the Dead or something like that. One of those of the Deads I've seen it because I used to love zombie stuff until it got like overly melodramatic and played. But this is bringing me back to the zombie genre for real. Like I'm loving this.
This episode.
An old girl, she was nice. She was just right for Akira, man. Man, it hurts, man. Hurts my heart.
I mean, technically, she
he did get a TV.
I mean, he was happy. He did get that TV, man.
Yep, he got that brand new.
Bro, you gotta win. You gotta take in the zombie apocalypse. You gotta take your wins where you can get them.
Hey, man, you gotta walk before you crawl, man. Akira have been working so hard. He ain't had the life of leisure that Kensho had. So
Yo, they was straight chilling on the roof though, like no worries.
Bro, why Kensho look like Goku from the Dragon Ball GT?
We bringing up that show too much. But I will say this: Kensho, baby,
keep on bringing up the top G.
He cracked me up when he looked at him. And then he smiled, and he's like, "Bing! I love it,
man." He was like, "I got this."
Like I'm straight, playboy. I don't know about you.
I don't know about you, but I'm good.
Like bing, and it was like, "Ha!" I love the anime trope where somebody get they ego so hurt they just jick back like that, and they nosebleed. They throw up their one hand and they dying. Poor Akira. But this, I mean, I'm happy for Akira, but poor Akira. But rest in peace to all the flight attendants. Like,
Yeah,
they were
man.
pretty cool.
They might be the last flight attendants out there. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know how many more we got.
Well,
So
watch
I
the
mean,
ending of an
he
episode.
did get to wine and dine flight attendants.
true.
Like he
That.
got to knock that off his list.
And he got to game
Yeah.
on the big screen TV. And
Yup.
he got to do whatever he crossed up at the beginning of the episode.
He got to camp with his best friend.
Yeah, outdoor
and
camping,
outdoor
whatever, rooftop camping.
Yep.
I
So that's 3 right there.
yacked off 3.
Yo,
it's-
man,
it's-
you can't hate on that.
I cannot wait for the next couple episodes, man. I really can't. I this show is so great, man. That Akira, I didn't know he was gonna be a character that grew on me like this. I didn't know what to expect with Akira, like coming in. I didn't know Kinsho was a thing, and it's just I like these two dummies. I really do. And even though I know the whole, they about to get their party a little bit bigger, but it's going to work. Like whoever's writing this, they doing a damn good job. In fact, I know the live action is coming soon. I know live action translations, however people feel about them, but this book must have sold that good to get an adaptation that fast. I think it's going to be on Netflix. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I think it's out.
Yeah,
I
when I
mean-
saw the key art for it, I was like, really? Well, I hope it's good because this animated series is going hard, and I don't know. It kind of got me like, I hope y'all good. Like, if y'all real good, then look, I could watch both of these joints.
I
But-
think the live action is going to be like. I don't think it just can get the energy of the anime all the way. Hopefully, it's like good in its own adaptation. Because the good thing, maybe you ain't gotta like do stuff like say the One Piece adaptation. You just gotta have zombies, which people do on TV all the time, and some crazy stunts. So maybe it won't be have to have such a high bar or something.
All right, okay.
It's just gonna be different, I'm sure, because they move way too fast when they moving.
This next show, I actually missed this week. I didn't see it, but I gotta hear from my my animeist folks. How y'all feeling about that Superman, yo? How y'all feel about that Superman?
Who want to take it first? Sherry, you saw it?
Because it, at least from what I see, it says Lois uncovers a secret in Metropolis and is determined to get to the truth. Meanwhile, Superman tracks down dangerous ... And
Pretty
hit me with the
much.
ellipsis.
I'm
So-
just well, if you haven't watched it, so spoiler if you don't.
Yeah,
mind.
go on spoil. You can spoil me now. Spoil King.
I mean,
AKA
it really,
Key Coop.
it's really no secret. I don't claim this title. I mean, obviously, if you saw episode 4,
It is amazing to me how Coop is. Boy, the Nile is more than just a river in Egypt.
as I was saying, good sir, I don't know what this claim you have against my life, but sure. But yes, she finds out. This is the most classic Lois of all Lois you got this episode. I am actually enjoying the pace of this. I hope people aren't like mad or something. I know there's people mad. Those people, I don't really listen to them, but I get it. They're not used to this style. I say this every week, but whatever. So, but it starts off with humor. They got the humor down. Like Clark, like she was like trying to get it out of him, doing these things, and he like how he loved bagels, whatever. He's like, oh, I gotta get my bagel. And you'll hear on the radio, they did the gag where it's like, oh, there's a robbery on blah blah blah. Oh, Superman saved it. Then he's like, oh, I forgot to get my cream cheese. And then the thing with radio come on. And so basically you can't get them in the same. He's just too fast. And he's doing what I love the most about the beginning of this. And this is key, as everybody who's old enough to watch the Superman movies. If you get Clark down, you can get Superman down. They getting the Clarkness of this character down. And that's the trope. That's the funny thing that Christopher Reeves could do. He could do both characters great, and he could be like, "Oh, I'm goofy, I'm zany, or blah blah blah." So and to have it in that new age where he's like, oh, I gotta get my bagel, I forgot my cream cheese. Then he solved everything, and he's doing this, and he's really trying to be human. And she's really got kind of got in the corner because she found I mean,
Yeah, because she found
he
out
had
in the
the
last
jacket.
episode.
I mean, and she put together, and he kind of was like saying like he didn't want to admit it, like I don't really know who I am, so I can't really tell you these things, and I'm trying to keep you safe. Long story short, they had a very touching like moment. You know, she did something silly. She like gonna cuff herself to him, and he played along and like took her along for the ride, and they had to find another like tech villain, Heatwave. They got attacked by Slade, who had a souped up version of himself.
Oh, snap.
They pretty much like they really had Superman cornered with these robots. I don't know the general's name, but Amanda Waller, they can like beam their images into to talk to people. So,
like hard
light.
light imaging.
Yeah, so they weren't there, but they was there. And basically the general's like, whatever happened in the past, whatever Kryptonian or something he met when he was younger, it scarred him, but he still have some honor. Amanda Waller don't care about just get, she know how she is. Superman saved the butt, like Slade was going off, the robots was going off. They almost killed some kids. Superman like, I'm gonna save these kids. Amanda Waller's like, take the shot, Slade. And Slade was going, he's Slade. He was just following orders. The general at least like, look, man, we ain't here. The goal is not to kill humans. It's to get rid of him. And he was like, calling my object, just like, you're not human. You're whatever. I don't like no aliens and all that. So I think you're going to see a push and a pull with these two later on. But I love by episode 5, the villains are revealing themselves. They are attacking. He's getting better at being the thing, but they're not wasting time. And this ain't a dig, Mike, but it's just like, I don't need to see a training arc all the time. I'm assuming this guy is going to get better.
Let me reiterate. Just because I say training doesn't mean it has to be 20 episodes of training. But I do need to see them do something.
I don't. I just need to see him use his powers as we assume we are smart enough to know that this man is going to get better. So I don't need it in Superman. Maybe in some other stuff, but he's getting better.
Superman is a different show, so I'm not asking for a training arc in Superman. But what I am saying is, you keep throwing up these Soul Reapers. They supposed to be all that, and then they ain't never all that.
Red shirt.
So I want to know why they ain't all that, and if they ain't all that, don't they need to get back in the gym?
They not gonna ever matter. They just not. They laundry.
I guess to the Soul Reaper thing, if I may, like part of it is that for centuries, with the exception of like by the time things go down with the Spotto and whatnot, they kind of just cooling because all they do is assist in getting those to the next stage of the afterlife, and they're just kind of like they're chilling the burbs of the Soul Society. So I wouldn't necessarily expect them to be on their P's and Q's because they hadn't had a war in centuries. So I don't think.
So we looking at a whole bunch of peacetime cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, why aren't y'all grinding? Why y'all been grinding when they haven't had a need to?
Okay, all right, I understand. Okay, I get it now. So basically,
I mean, they killed all their enemies almost.
Okay. So basically, you know what I'm saying? They used to be dope, but they've been slacking. They've been, it's been easy. It's been easy. It's been peacetime. They ain't picked up the blade in a minute, and now they gotta get the rust off a little bit.
Yes, but more to Superman, this is kind of like his training day because what's good about him, he stick by his morals. He's like, I don't care if I get hurt, I'm saving these kids. I love to see that as a classic nod to what Superman should be, as opposed to some iterations I didn't really jive with in the past 10 years.
He said he don't like Henry Cavill, y'all.
I don't like Snyder, but whatever. We ain't got to get deep into that. But anyway, Cavill does look the part though. Shout out to Henry Cavill. But still, this is just a good throwback. It feels right. It feels right. I like the danger, but I also like the interaction with him and Lois. Lois threw herself off the damn roof. So he had to go reveal.
I have words.
She got him cold to rights, but he could have let her die. Be like, I don't know who Superman is. But I love this. What did she do? What did trip me out? How she got the handcuffs on him though. It was subtle, but because he does like her, she did the little pinky touch on the hand. It threw him off for a split second, and she was able to get the cuffs on him. She played him with that. I was like, they animated that very beautiful. But yes, let's hear your thoughts, Sherry.
Go and drop that knowledge.
I mean, overall, I like the show. All right, it has qualities.
It has qualities.
It has qualities about it. It's got things that are good. I have two kind of issues. One that I had even last week, but I didn't get to speak on it. And is that when you have shows like Voltron, Korra, Avatar, She-Ra, all of those, like what makes them charming to me is that it's an ensemble cast. So you have 4 to 5 like in your main crew, and then they can all bounce off each other. Okay. I think there's gaps between Clark's character, Lois's character, and Jimmy. There's like, if you equate it, it's like you've got like a Korra, Asaka, and Bolin walk into a bar. That's basically what we have. We don't have the straight man is kind of missing. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
There's like, to me, the dynamic isn't enough. Like just Lois and Clark themselves isn't enough, and they kind of for a lot of times don't know quite what to do with Jimmy. I feel so. I'm not quite as a unit. Like I'm not necessarily.
All right, you know what?
I will say this.
I'll go with you on that.
I wish it had some more nuances. But so that's that. I mean, other than that, like everything else, the animation, all the stuff, it's cool. I'm still watching this episode with the whole Lois thing. I have points that I can't quite get over. I didn't mind that she yeeted herself out that building.
She did.
But I do have an issue that she got mad like while he caught her midair. She's like, like beating on his chest, and I'm like,
it was stupid. I agree with you. Since you said that, I'm like, he saved your life.
So there's two. So to that, the issue is like, okay, we don't really have a concrete timeline, but from what I could gather, it's not like Lois and Clark have been around each other so long that she even has the right to even be that upset. Like, it's not like a lot of times
it's not like they've been friends since like first grade.
Yeah, they're still interns. Like they're still like crushing on each other. Like this, it hasn't been long enough for to be like he doesn't owe her that secret. Like I feel like it's not like it's like y'all aren't even that involved yet for it to be like, how dare you not tell me, like, entrust this secret with me? Especially when every second around the turn she's basically saying, "I'm coming for Superman."
Yeah,
like, so I
agree.
I think all that happened a little quickly in the sense that it doesn't warrant her reaction. Doesn't warrant. It should be more so shock than just like, I'm so mad at you that you lied to me. Oh my god! It's like, bro, you're like a chick I like.
Yeah, it's like I don't really know you like that.
We get coffee together. Like it's like to me, it's like
we feeling each other.
That was a little too dramatic for what it was. So
CW actor moment. She went CW a little too fast.
It's a good point. It's a good
like because the CW they'll be like, you lied to me, like Lois, like you just said, the man you coming for me. I don't even know why all the powers I got yet. I just figuring it out, and and real talk, if this was a real show, I'd be like, Lois, man, I'm from Smallville. If you do anything to get my parents caught up by the government, how you think I'm gonna feel?
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
I mean, they're still in the talking phase. Like, they're not even dating.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but
that I think that was a big misstep, and I'm not coming for, like, how people on the internet can be. They're like coming for her neck or whatever. I'm not trying to be that dramatic, but it was a miss. That was like the first like misstep in writing. I was like, that was a little to me. But people have been comparing her a lot to Amber from Invincible.
I feel like,
which I don't think is a fair comparison either. I don't think that's a fair comparison either.
To me, people was too hard on Amber. I think I gave my opinion on it before.
Yeah,
I mean, but I just feel like,
Amber actually made more sense to be angry than Lois does in this moment.
Cause she like, you got all this power and you screwing around. like you need to get good. I think that's what Amber basically said. Like,
Because
bruh,
she was like, I knew you were invincible. Like I was waiting for you to say something, or at least just break it off with me or do something instead of just keep stringing me along.
in a world like Invincible, I am not mad if somebody's pissed off because people be getting smoked in
Yeah,
Invincible. So you know, like how people reacting to that the wrong way in Invincible, like taking it way too like, oh, look, she's a hero. Like, man, everybody's a hero.
just because
And then people
someone's a
get
hero
smoked.
doesn't mean that they are above criticism.
And they be getting dead. They be getting deaded. Like, look at these invasions. They be happening.
I also think
All the
Amber
time.
came around by the end of that season too, as
True.
well. So it's not like she just like stayed mad forever. But I am a little tired of this like trope of like, oh, I find out you secret identity and I decide to be angry instead of supportive. Like I think like it's like, look, you're trying to save the world and this is a lot on your shoulders, and my default is gonna be mad that you didn't, you know, come run, tell me and endanger me. I have enough sense that we know how supervillains work. As soon as they know that
They
I
kill
know,
you.
They'd be
Like,
ready to
I'm-
kidnap somebody.
Like-
I'm about to be damsel, and people like Amber and Lois don't like to be the damsel, so they should have a little bit more of their wits about them as the strong females that they are, to kind of be like, all right, let's actually look at this level-headed. Not let me go beat on your chest and groan because I yeeted myself off a building.
After
I'm mad you
That
I,
was funny.
after I know that you like me and I did that little hand touch and I got the handcuffs on you to throw myself in all this danger. But on one hand, it is Lois. She did do it in the movie. I don't know. So
Yeah, Lois be
it's
doing
par
Yes,
for
that.
the
but how
course.
far along was she and Clark knowing each other in
For
the
years.
movie, though?
For years.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
It-
they
it
work
had been years.
together and, you know. But more to your point about Jimmy, I guess going with comic book lore, he's just gonna always be in and out of trouble. Because I wonder if it was Gorilla Grodd that got him or something.
I'm okay with him being in and out of trouble. It's just the fact that we only have those three central characters and their personalities. There's gaps there. Like there needs
Yeah,
there's something missing there.
I did want to expand on that point from you with that, because this team that's doing this show, they usually work with like say 4 or 5 people. Like you got the Voltron, those 5 paladins, 4 or 5, whatever. You got Core Show, there's 4, approximately 5, depending on at what time, because you had Korra, Bolin, you had
Sam,
that
Mako
yeah,
Mako.
and
Yeah.
Asami.
Mako and Asami. So you had those 4, but then every now and then you would throw in like the
Tenzin.
brothers and sisters from Tenzin, his kids. So
Even the mom was
so
throwing in a
yeah,
line or two.
so you're right. You do have like this team usually works with a larger cast of people to kind of like balance out those, I guess. I don't know if mannerisms is the right, you know what I'm saying, but like those emotions, those kind of characteristics and stuff, those types.
Basically, you're
they
saying
have
everybody
those.
can't be doing the whole like comedic take in one setting.
Yeah, and then laying it all on Jimmy is kind of hard. But then you got Jimmy at the end of last episode.
Yeah.
He was like, I thought it was gonna be us 3 guys. It's like, man, please come on
'Cause-
now. They was feeling each other. Stop this.
Yeah, it is kind of
Like,
fair that because
Do
Mako,
something new and give Jimmy somebody to love. You know what I'm saying?
and then
come
they
on
all
now.
just like start hanging out, so they're not like the. Yeah, I do admit that's where it's a little juvenile. Like, oh, we're the best friends. Blah, blah. Like, y'all just started all working together. Like, just take it back a little bit.
It's like y'all work
yeah,
friends. It's
y'all
like
work
so.
friends.
It's kind of like that shared trauma of like, yo, we all hate this job, but we cool, so like we just gonna have fun.
And
Like
they're young. And they're young.
I've been in that situation when I was working overnight. I was like, yo, man, look, we all work overnight, and it's all cool, and because this job sucks, but we all here. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like that, but I wasn't like, oh, I thought it was gonna be us 3 guys. Like
I mean, to be like how
give
Kira
Jimmy,
felt.
give Jimmy a little breezy. You know what I'm
Once
saying?
I was on my time, I was on keep time. You ain't even know what the hell I was doing. I'll just say that. If you weren't there when I was doing it, don't worry about it. Some of my coworkers were there doing it with me, but that's okay. We ain't talking about it.
But I'm a slide to one more show. The worst coworker or worst co-working situation you can be in is when one of your coworkers goes and commits mass murder. And I'm talking about your boy Geto. Geto gone wild, y'all. Cause
I missed the last part of it because my episode was messing up, but we saw the
your episode was messing up. Was it messing up?
Hey man,
Shout
out to Kev Vision.
You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Kev Vision. He had to work on something. He had to, do something. Shout out to the homie. Yo, everybody ain't perfect.
Poor quality.
He had to have a transcoder had to get fixed. All right.
It's a shame. Well, for the people that actually were able to see the episode, and
I saw it to the point where the girl left. All right, where the girl on the bike left.
Yo, you mismatched, bruh.
We knew it was coming. We probably knew it was coming, man.
Bruh,
I got the philosophy. God. I got the philosophy now.
Yo, Ninja, can you?
I'm gonna watch it. All right, I'm gonna
Ninja, are you watching Jujutsu Kaisen right now? Cause this man.
Nope, I'm waiting on my recap.
All right. So
go ahead, run it, man. We can jump in. We know what happened with Geto.
You don't know nothing.
Geto don't like
2 minutes.
Geto don't like us normal people. That's it.
But no, we finally see the slow turn, and we see how he turns and what he does. I mean, don't try to play it off because you know what I'm saying, because your episode messed up. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be watching the show.
I admit it messed up. Okay, I'm mad enough to admit what I did not see.
This man killed a whole village, bruh. A whole village, like just wiped it out on his own. Didn't break a sweat, and then was walking around like so, like this dude. This guy's a real menace. In the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, I was like, all right, he's a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop him. But now that I saw, he's not even at the height of his powers.
I mean,
dude just killed a whole village on his own, and then the girl that caught him and found him calls it in to Gojo, and she's just like, yo, I found Geto, he right here. And she like, I ain't fighting him, I ain't trying to die. She was just like, look, I'm just
sounds smart as hell. That sounds very, very smart.
Yo, and then Gojo ain't even like, man, I mean, of course we know he don't fight him because, he's alive in the future, but still, it's like, man, he even taunts Gojo on some like, you supposed to be the strongest, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought you was the strong. Are you the strongest because you're Gojo, or are you Gojo because you're the strongest? And like, man, look, I ain't like it. I ain't like the taunting. I don't like the fact that Gojo ain't do nothing. I mean, I get it, but he ain't even try to slap box with him for a little bit, like nothing. He was just like, he just let him walk off.
I mean, that was his homie, man. And then you forget. I mean, I ain't gonna say you forget, but Gojo don't really seem to care about people either. He just kind of go along with the flow. Cause he's like, I hate. Cause they always like, I hate the weak, and they talking about the weak is ugly. And he started adopting more of Gojo's philosophy, beginning philosophy.
He adopted. He super adopted that.
Like he co-opted it. He just said, it's mine.
Yo, like, homie went into, I can't remember the name of the organizations, but he went straight up in there and was like, this is my organization now. And he just started killing people. Like, who gonna test me, boo? All right. Who out here?
I mean,
anybody got a problem? Man, look, this man is a menace. All right. We got to get rid of him. I was at first I was thinking, you know what, maybe we can let him live. He used to be, we see him back in the day. Him and Gojo was kicking it, chilling on the beach. You know what I'm saying? This guy got to go. All right,
he let him live. It happened in the movie though. So I mean, he had to go anyway. They should have got.
Yeah, but I mean, I was thinking maybe there was going to be something, in these episodes that was going, make me think, I kind of get it. I kind of get why Gojo let him go twice. This man is like Batman now. All of Joker's blood, all the blood Joker pulls is on your hands now, man. Like, look, you let this dude go twice.
Mark, what you think about that? What you think about that, Mark?
Mark don't like that. Look, every time Batman lets Joker go, all that stuff is on him. All of it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear it. We don't kill. Well, I mean, that's great and all, but if you letting this dude go, that then turns around and kills 30 people. Don't you have some culpability in there a little bit?
I'm just shocked. Side note, I'm shocked the cop ain't shot the joke in the head once they like capture him, and then be like, my body cam was off. He had to go.
Yeah, ain't nobody like whoop him up in jail or nothing. Like, come on, man. All this police brutality going on, and then they don't use it on the Joker.
That's
it's because the Joker's white. This is why.
He's super white. He's
all
very
the
white
time.
with red lips.
But like this episode finally comes around, and we get brought back to our time. You see Yuji, you see Megumi and stuff. So we're back to like the regular time. You know what I'm saying? Our time. So I'm excited to see where we're about to go now, because now we're back at the normal time. But of course, that's at the very end of the episode.
I just want to give a shout out to episode 4, the fights though. I don't know. Did we talk about that, or we skipped because of I don't know. But I just love that fight, man.
You know what? Actually, we haven't spoke since the last episode. Yeah, so
okay.
that fight
dude was stressing Geto out with that sword, and without, I guess, however heavily packs work, and that one cursed spirit he had that carries stuff. I love it. I love that back and forth, but also I like how in anime you can get half of your body blown off, and you can still say words before you die. Like what? I'm like, god damn,
it's like he can still talk.
Gojo like went insane, or like he's just like, oh yeah, I'm the honored one now, and then you blow up half a body.
Yo, like Gojo came back with a vengeance. He won't happy. And I guess now it's kind of telegraphed that we're sort of on a on a crash course to Gojo and Geto, maybe. Like, I'm guessing.
Side note, I think Mark fell asleep on the couch up there.
Don't worry about that.
I'm about to say,
you rest.
You might need
Sometimes you gotta get your rest. Don't worry, we got this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need your rest.
Hey man, he be working hard.
Look, it's a family show, y'all. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need rest. But
like Mr. Choco said, fix that in post.
Yeah. He's like, we'll fix it in post. The people in post said we need to fix it in pre. He's like, fix it in post. He's like, you heard what I said. But yeah, the seriousness that Geto was coming with, and it was like, it really won't do nothing. Like he was there to, basically accomplish his mission, and he did that. No, he accomplished the mission and then kind of stunned it a little bit too. Because he ain't had to do that whole kind of like, he could have just like shot the girl and like, threw a smoke bomb and disappeared or something. Nah, he stayed around and like taunted Geto and was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I killed your girl, so what?
I mean, like man, I don't even have cursed spirit energy, and this is how I did it. Yeah, you asking for it, but again, he thought he killed the strongest, and the strongest came back and threw him to bits.
Yeah. At least when he left, he was like, look, my son, can you just hold my son down? You know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, I got you.
I will say this. Now I'm gonna ask this question. The pacing of these episodes, like, does it feel a little weird? It's just like it's like we doing this, we doing that. Not that it's bad, but it's like I don't know if it's just paced a little different from what I'm used to in a show. But
it does feel like we're going from moment to moment real quick.
Maybe
I guess they're wrapping this up because when Gamma was telling us about it, this is kind of like a very short piece. So maybe they were just trying to like wrap it up like, hey, this is important. Like you should know this.
I mean,
but
yeah,
let's get it out the way so we can do the, like the bulk of the season.
I guess they hit the bits, and maybe it's like how we process memories. So I guess maybe it feels like
because this
like,
is
maybe
this
it's like
is him like
memory,
in a dream / memory state.
Okay, because like it's like he blinked, we're here, and then it kind of opens up, and it just was a little bizarre with the whole hand clapping thing, and then his mind, Geto's mind was breaking, It had that feeling of like Neon Evangelion. Just congratulations. Just like it just felt weird, man. Like poor Geto, but Geto is also a piece of trash.
Yeah, because he was stressed out, man. He was out
He's
there looking like
stressed.
he needed some rest, man.
He's like, I want to kill all these monkeys. The boy went
Because
Frieza. Since we're
once
gonna
he,
bring up Dragon Ball quotes.
yo, one of the best villains of all time.
When somebody calling you a monkey, they generally don't mean you well.
Yo, nah, they don't. Yo, shouts out to Frieza, you know what I'm saying, taking your boy Krillin out. It was a huge moment. I mean, Krillin came right back, but I mean, well, not right back, but
everybody comes back in Dragon Ball.
Yo, man, it's like watching Supernatural. Nobody's like dead. Like nobody's like dead. I mean, anime is basically comics. Nobody's like dead forever. I mean, like, you know, shoot, in X-Men, Iceman just died like a couple months ago and was back. Like, man, look, people.
All right,
people just be dying. That's how it is.
Of American comics, people. Usually, anime people stay dead except for a couple, but of course, X-Men don't die. They remorph. They mutate into a higher form of being, or they turn into light. Then they come back down to the island.
They back.
Not like don't they have ability to like bring people back from the dead now? Just like
yes
Marvel?
And no. I think Orcus has kind of shut that down, because I think Orcus found out how they were doing it, but I haven't super been following X-Men. But I think Orcus found out how they were doing it and basically shut the whole resurrection protocol stuff down. But I might be wrong.
So we did it just in time for Miss Marvel. Yep, we did it. We did it, folks.
Ah, boy. Even though, well, does Miss Marvel count as an Inhuman or a mutant now? Like, I don't know.
Oh, come on. You know.
Mutant.
All right, so she can. Well, see, in the comics, I thought she was always an Inhuman, which is like...
In the comics, she wasn't a mutant in the comics.
In the comics, they want to sell in the future. She's going to be a mutant.
She's a mutant, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They're going to retcon that bad boy.
Now they retconning so hard. I saw interviews. They was like, well, she was always supposed to be a mutant, but what they saying might be true because Pearl met her. They didn't have the mutant suit bought at the time. It was a lot of stuff going on, so they had to go with the the trash D team of fake mutants of Inhumans, because nobody really care about no Inhumans. But
Inhumans be like they tried, man. They tried.
It's like. She's a mutant.
I mean, there's only like, I don't know, maybe 2 Inhumans that people care about.
Black Bolt and Lockjaw.
Yeah, that's pretty
the dog.
much it.
The dog and Lockjaw.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But I'm gonna throw it out to you, Mr. Cooper. Any extra stuff you watching? What? I know you got some slice of life out there. So what you got?
True slice of life. I showed. We were joking in the chat. I haven't finished it yet. It's a 2-year-old anime. Skate the Infinity. I am enjoying it. I didn't quite know what it was gonna be. The flavor of it, minus some things. I love it. Really enjoy it. Like the skating. I just like the vibe of it. And I know. I love the opening and the ending. It's a sport, anime / slice of life, skateboarding on Okinawa, taking trips, skateboarding down a dangerous hill, abandoned mine type of thing. So it's kind of like Karate Kiddish in its weird way.
Not Karate Kiddish.
I'm telling you, it's like they had a rookie. He never skated before, and all of a sudden he's a prodigy. He didn't get trained by old man, but he got trained by his friend, whatever. And the guy who makes his board is now jealous of him that he's such a prodigy. But he's been a snowboarder for 15 years, and you basically got the American voice of Dio, I think people say, playing the villain, Adam, this crooked businessman, whatever. Skateboarding nut, and then you got these other cats, who just doing it to be whatever. I like the cast of characters. It may not be for everybody, but it's pretty interesting. Uh, it looks nice. It's animated by Studio Bones. I think the people who did My Hero, possibly. So,
All right, all right.
got a little pedigree of animation behind it, and it's just a 12. I don't even know if it's gonna be a second season. It might be, but for right now, it's just 12 episodes. Um, it gives me that otherness, not having to go into a whole nother crazy world of stuff. Because after Zom, Zom gives me kind of my slice of life until there is no life, until life gets killed. Because really,
You're gonna be losing life every episode, boy.
Kira's just like, hey man, let's camp, let's eat good sushi, let's go do this, and it's just stuff they gotta do, but how they do it, I cannot wait. But just reading some webtoons here and there, so that's pretty much. I don't really have any other slice of life. I haven't started the cat show, and I'm kind of hesitant to start any isekai because I stopped isekai.
You can
stop
chill on
isekai
that
right now because they
need to
went
be
too
stopped.
damn far.
All right, so I'm gonna let your girl, the Kunoichi of the year, start with this one because Castlevania Nocturne did drop their trailer or their teaser, and I didn't know if you guys had seen it, but she said, "Oh yeah, I seen it. Y'all want to talk about this?" And I'm like, "You best believe that."
Yes.
So, Miss Kunoichi of the year, if you could, drop some knowledge on us. How you feeling about that trailer? And we getting it soon, September 28th. Like that, man. That's like tomorrow, basically. I mean,
this is the type of teaser / trailer stuff I like to see. Animation was A1. The date is not too far. It's not teasing us for too long. They're like, here, look, in a month and some change, you'll be able to get it. I don't know if it's gonna be a part 1, part 2, or anything like that, but at least something. It came at a decent enough time after the original Castlevania that it's time to pick up the mantle and see what we're doing this sequel for. I think it's 400 plus years after the events in the original Castlevania. So, as someone who did not play the games, because I'm not 54.
First of all, you gonna stop the ageism, all right?
I'm just joking.
A lot of those came out in your era. Almost in the Game Boy Advance era. You was out there in the streets there in the Game Boy Advance era, I think.
See, that's the thing. You'll never know because I'm black. I could be 18 or I could be 48. You'll never know. Anyway, it was the animation is great. Saw a lot of brown faces, a lot of black faces on the good side and on the bad side. So,
this is true.
And everyone's attractive and beautiful. And
I mean, how many ugly vampires have you ever seen?
Yeah, vampires.
A couple of them.
Vampires rarely be ugly.
This is true. I think I'm curious to know where this is taking place. If this is going to be, France, is it Haiti? I don't think it's New Orleans. I don't think we've gotten to those vampires yet.
I think it's going to be France / Spain, and of course England always pop up, and maybe, like you said, Haiti. I think it's going to be somewhere that France and Spain, I think, are the influences.
Yeah, for me, I'm glad because we have a date. Because when it was over, I was like, man, we ain't gonna get no more. And Coop was like, yeah, they're gonna do another show, a spinoff show. And I was like, man, we ain't never gonna get that. So
Netflix got money to make.
Look, Netflix like, look, hey, we're gonna go in and drop this fire for y'all. And the trailer does not disappoint. It's hey, it opens up with like, yeah, I killed your mom because she killed someone I love, and guess what? One day you gonna come for me, and I'm gonna kill you too. Like, yo,
bruh,
look, that's how you start a trailer.
Mad villainy. Like when you start off with a villain like that, it's like he said, I want to savor the meal of when I kill you, because I'm gonna kill you. He's like, I can kill you now. You ain't nothing. You ain't bad.
I ain't tripping on that now. I'm gonna wait
you
till
a little punk. You a little nobody, nothing. I want you to go. See, Mike, I want you to train, and then
Yup.
I'm gonna beat you down,
Cause
and then I'm gonna look in your eye when ain't no hope left.
because the way he looked down on him was with like true like disdain. Like he looked at him like it was almost like looking at an ant or something. Like he was just like
It's a
he was like you're
shame to
beneath
kill
me.
you. You're so beneath me. I would not feel the joy or nothing if I kill you now. You will give me no joy. I can't. I gotta let you build, son. You like
Yeah, he's
wine.
like,
You ain't aged yet. You ain't fine enough yet.
man, when you get older, then I'll kill you. So this is, and hopefully we see a situation where, because Richter seems to be like young. He doesn't seem to be like, like 45 or something like that. He seems to be like a young man, like maybe 20, 21, something like that. So I would like to see him, kind of like come test his metal and actually lose. And then had to come back stronger in the second season and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
But if
I
you
lick my
lose,
wounds a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to
but
come back strong.
generally, if you lose in Castlevania, you die. So I
Yeah,
don't
but
know, man.
come on, he's a lead character. He's
I
gonna be
know
losing.
he
He's
might
gonna be
have to
about to
escape.
lose. Then like the sister with the cool sword she throwing, she gonna save him, jump out real quick, and they gonna get out by the skin of their teeth, and then it's gonna be like, see you next year. Gonna be like,
Maybe, or how about this? Because if they do multiple years, maybe it'll be like Dracula ain't revived yet, and it's just this dude. And then of course you always gotta face Dracula when some nutcases revive hell on Earth for some reason. There's always some idiot cult or the cult of Dracula always reviving his tail.
yeah, because actually in the last season, I mean, in the last series, he was like, you know what, I'm good. He's like, I'm kind of done with this. I don't really have the lust for it anymore like I used to. He's like he was kind of like just sitting in his castle like I don't even care no more.
Which is different from the games. I don't think he ever in the games or the lore he ever been like that. Generally he's like, yeah, bring me back and get me done and put me in the oven all the way so I can cook so I can get all my powers. You know, sometimes they bring them out the oven too fast and you still have to fight some grotesque monster. But you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just know that it's not Castlevania if he somehow don't come back. It could be like they don't need him per se, but I would still like to see some madness that always haunt the Belmont family because technically the storyline goes all the way to the damn future.
I think the question would be if this is going to be like the first Castlevania and it'd be, what was it, 3 seasons? Or was it 3 or 4 seasons? I can't remember.
I think it was 4.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat will let us know.
Or
Something
if
like
it's
that.
going to be like, like a spin-off one-off situation. If it is multiple seasons, or even regardless, I think it will end with a Dracula tease. They're gonna let this whole little thing go down and be like, oh, okay, just by the way, don't forget Dracula is over here doing something or sleeping or doing whatever he got going on. I'm not familiar with the games, but it would behoove them to set this up before they loop back in Dracula's to just remind people of the overall story, but at the same time let Richter and this whole future like kind of build upon itself before they do that. Otherwise it would be pointless to make it its own show, you know what I mean? If they were going to loop in Dracula early. If that was the case, it would have been season 5. It would have just been a continuation. So I think there's a way for them to artfully do
4
it.
seasons in the first one.
Yeah, I'm cool with them taking like 3 seasons to bring back Dracula. If I'm sure they would like to, but like you say, let this build. I'm cool.
I also want them to take their time with pacing this time, because as much as I liked the first Castlevania, season 2 was a bit of a lull in both animation quality and in story. So if they wanted to tighten it up and make it a shorter amount of seasons or whatever they need to do to tighten it up just a little bit, then I'm even more excited for it. But I do remember there being a specific lull in the first series.
I got a feeling with Richter, and since he's like the Belmont all the way back, I think it's gonna be like action. I mean, I know you ain't played the games, but generally, if Richter pops up, it's probably like he into it. Like he's not like.
Oh wait, Richter, is this the dude? God, I'm sound like a. Is he the guy that's in Smash? Is this the same dude?
Yeah, it's Richter. That's Richter Belmont.
Oh,
Yeah, the blue because he wears the same color as
he
blue.
got the little chain thing, the
Yeah,
sheening, the
he.
Oh,
sheening.
I
I
didn't
just
even I
don't.
didn't even know he was in Smash.
Yep, Richter and Simon is in Smash, but Richter, like they're like, I think Richter is he the grandson of Simon? Because Trevor is the predecessor of Simon. It goes down with all they bloodline and all that. But Richter's one of the more famous and more well liked in the game series because I think he was Dracula X or Bloodlines, and it was a well loved game in the series line. So
Okay.
so
See, I
if
didn't
it's
even know he was
Richter,
in Smash.
So if it's Richter, expect. I mean, it's Castlevania. It's gonna be a lot of blood, but Richter, he ain't there to play,
We
man.
saw him crack the whip. You know what I'm saying? We saw him crack the whip, and he
Yeah.
definitely like split a dude's head in half with the whip. So, we ready. Yo, I love supernatural action, supernatural horror. So let's go. I'm ready. You
Even
know
though
what
it's
I'm saying?
funny they skipped over Simon, but I guess Simon's so famous.
They'll
from, like,
probably
the
they'll probably
first
go
game.
back. They'll probably go back to him. Like if this series is successful, they'll most likely go back to. They'll probably go back to Simon and do something something of that nature. Because it seems like with the way the games are set up, they're doing the show in a similar way where it's like they can just kind of jump around time where they want to.
Because it would be because somebody obviously resurrect Dracula for Simon, because that's who he fights. They can show his upbringing, but I think they would do Dracula with Simon. But yeah, Richter, I think we're gonna be pleased, regardless of which. I think this is gonna draw the fans in. I just love that Castlevania has become such a beloved video game series from NES to Game Boy Advance, and learning the lore of it. It's like it's cool that it translates very easy to a show, even if they don't go step by step, one for one. It's a lot of meat there for a Castlevania, like for a vampire thing. The only other thing that probably gets me more jazzed up is like we need more Vampire Hunter D with all that lore, and they ain't doing nothing with it.
Man, I will give a shout out to Brandon Easton, the writer of Vampire Hunter D Message to Mars, because I got that. It took forever to get that, but of course that's a Kickstarter that went on during the pandemic, so I understand. But I got it. The hardcover is beautiful. The art is crazy. Shouts to Ryan Benjamin. Like the art is crazy. It's beautiful. But yes, we need more Vampire Hunter D. And I think Netflix was like, shoot, if they ain't gonna do nothing with Vampire Hunter D, we can go and make this Castlevania.
I mean,
ain't nobody stopping us. Ain't nobody in our way. We ain't got no competition.
Konami likes money. That's for damn sure. Like,
True that.
They print money out there with they casino machines. So give them money. Here you go. IP.
Oh boy. So anyway, we've been running long, y'all. So we love all y'all, but we gonna see y'all this weekend, and I'm gonna give it to the Kunoichi of the year. Give us your final thoughts. How you feeling? What you been watching? What you excited about? You know what I'm saying? And tell people where they can find you, where they can follow you, where they can continue to share your greatness around the digital interwebs, if you will.
Well, besides what we talked about today, I'm not really watching anything animated beyond that. It's been a pretty slow season for me, but I will hop on Jujutsu once they get the recaps going. Like I mentioned before, I just wasn't feeling the prequel, so I'll watch the recap and then I'll get back, see what we got going on here. Other than that, Zom100, of course, is kind of the star of the show, and that's been the past couple of seasons or so. It's been a new guy kind of taking it. One season being Chainsaw Man, and then was it Hell's Paradise another season. So I'm actually glad that it's not always just like whatever sequel or long running anime. Like it's not always about those, or the reboots even. It's not necessarily always about that. So I have been enjoying that more overall. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at the Ninja Cosplay. No plans to get threads or any of the other. Oh, I'm sorry. I said Twitter. I meant to say X.
Mm, that's
You
right.
can find me on Professor X
It's gonna
platform.
give it to him.
That X
time.
gonna give it to him. Ah, X gonna give it to him, boy. Well, I'm gonna throw this over to Cooper. Cooper, final thoughts. Where can they find you?
Final thoughts. I'm glad y'all brought up Castlevania again. It's perfect time for that in a month. Hopefully, when this god awful heat wave has stopped, and then I'm actually looking forward to fall for once. You can find me at www.blurge.com. That's www.blerd-ish.com. You can find me blurred.ish on IG. Blurdish is on X too as well. Soon to not be or not Karen, but eventually Threads, I guess. I'm gonna do some more research, but probably so. Of course, you can find me on the Facebook page, Blurdish1, on our business page, and of course, I'm Keith Cooper on Facebook as well. And final thoughts. We're gonna be. Can't wait to see most of everybody here. Wake Mark up. Wake Mark. He's gonna make his annual table appearance this weekend. It'll be good to see Gamma.
Not the
Hopefully,
annual table appearance.
the annual table appearance. This is one and only. Good to see Mike again. First time I'm going to meet Milton Davis, and I just can't really wait for all this hard work that y'all. I'm not even trying to just toot my own horn, but sometimes you got to give yourself your own roses because other people try to put you in the box. I worked hard on this. I do make it as easy as I can for everybody who participates behind the scenes. Some things you may not see flow to social media. Some things people who know me know what really gets my gears in con planning. It is not for the weak. It is not for the slow-witted. I don't know how else to put it, but you gotta be dedicated. And shout out to everybody who's coming, who's participating, and we want Ninja to come back one year. Hopefully, we're able to make that happen. And once things are more organized and all that, and we hope to have you back one day. I'm saying that, so she's always welcome. And I just can't wait, man. And hopefully we make, come out. If you're in Baton Rouge or close by, come out, make a friend, come network, come enjoy the panels, and come shop with wonderful independent creators. We can't stress that enough. Enjoy some good food. Come kick it with us at KOK afterwards. If we I said KOK. If we hopefully got a table reservation. But come find us, man. Have fun.
We gonna have a good time. For real, we gonna have a good time, no doubt. Mid City Microcon this weekend. It's going down. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Cool people. It's free. Dope panels. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see us. Gamma Ray gonna be there. We all gonna be there. Ninja couldn't make it this year, but man, look, we will all form like Voltron once again. Trust me. You believe.
I will astral project myself.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna be with us in spirit. But anyway, until next time, of course.
Next year we're gonna get you. If anything, we're gonna get you on the screen. We should do that next year. We're gonna have you. We can put you on the screen.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
So God willing, I'll be closer and we'll be. It's just manifested. Just put it in the universe. It's happening.
We gonna make it happen. We gonna make it.
So NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Man, hit that like, subscribe. Much love to all y'all that have been showing love to the They Clone Tyrone review. It seems like people are liking it because it seems like I'm getting more views on that than I've gotten on stuff in a minute. So yes, keep on sharing that love, sharing the videos and all that good stuff. I guess until next time, we got Turtles on the way. We got Ghostbusters on the way, and we got a whole bunch of con stuff this weekend coming on the way.
Oh, I forgot. In the meantime, find me on video games on Twitch.
Ain't nobody think about them whack games.
Ain't
nobody think about them little teeny people running around fighting.
And that's what you say.
Ain't nobody worried about all that. Them little teeny people. Well, look, I want regular big people.
Y'all were, hey, go play retro Final Fight. If you want giant size You don't like Final Fight, so there.
Nah, I don't like Final Fight either. We need that Streets of Rage. You know what I'm saying? Let's
You already
go and
got
get-
Streets of Rage, Mike.
We need some more updates. You know what I'm saying? We need an update. You know
You're
what
gonna
I'm
get a
saying?
Turtles update. Any which way, you can find me on Twitch as well. Sorry, my bad.
Anyway, yeah. So we can find. Anyway, love all y'all. We out. Peace.